Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was happening in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
Jackson on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And the defense on it quickly there as they stopped it at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got 1st down, too. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Lawrence will throw.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And going on Brooks is a 7-yard release on the save. And it's 3rd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that the powerful arm isn't the #1 thing to look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. I'll put some points on the board on this one.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That strategy there, Brandon, third down. They just said, we got to open our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. We'll go the other way with the football. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. Here's Lou Headley now.
Here's Moore on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Always got some breathing room. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
A loss of 16 there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
And down he'll go at the 25. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
They really need to get something going, didn't they? They had punted in the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Bryant. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings that 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within... Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jackson.
That is caught.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Now Jackson.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Jackson now.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.